Olave. He's one of the league's best, currently third in the NFL.
On the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin on this final day of the final 2-week stretch of the 2023 regular season, and we are underway Week 17 here on this New Year's Eve. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And they
had an unbelievable game running the football last time out. We're not just talking about little scampers here and there for 5 or 10 yards. We're talking about big, long, explosive, field-flipping runs. And that's something this defense is well aware of.
That escapes the set, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Colin Saunders busting through to get him for a loss of 6. The start less than ideal as they already face a 2nd and long. Willis on the option to the right. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. But not what you want to see. For a moment. Now Willis. He completes it to Julio Jones. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Julio Jones. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that as he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So here come the Saints to take over for the first time. And here's the new man under center after 9 seasons as a Raider. Derek Carr is the guy.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Try to get that one to Chris Olave, but it's going to be 2nd down. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
Here's Kamara trying to run for him. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We're always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. On play action, it's Carr. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Derek Carr, very precise thrower of the football. What's the game plan for going up against him? It used to be take away the short stuff, I know, but he's more than a dink and dunker, right?
And you are right about that. Great analysis of him because he has evolved as a thrower. Now he can push the ball downfield, but still, the number one things you want to take away, short passes, intermediate passes. So sharp, precise, and accurate, you got to sit on those routes in order to cause him problems.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. With the Bucs offense making their way back out on the field, let's take a look at the playoff picture, Charles, coming into the weekend in the NFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed,
Yeah, I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games. Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadrupled. And that's where we are right now to see who can make difference.
3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And taken right on the 30. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Throwing now is Carr. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Saints 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 30. The 3rd down conversion successful, a gain of 11. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 23-yard line.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Throw right side into the hands of Foster Moreau. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
You put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Into the red zone. It's Carr. Johnson's got it complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
They'll get this out to Kamara. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 2 yards still to go. Third down now. Kamara up the middle. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a first and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to hold something.
Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara with career touchdown number 75. And the Saints are an extra point away from evening this one up. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it's polished off through the air with a touchdown to Alvin Kamara. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Second down and 8. To throw, here's Willis. Got him in, it's Brown. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. Well, we knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
When you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
Third down, it's Willis. Steps away to his left. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the left sideline. And all the way down to the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Oh, my goodness. I'll tell you what, third down, all you're thinking is, what can we do to keep this drive going to get enough yardage to move the sticks? You're certainly not thinking about taking this one almost the length of the field, but that's exactly what happens here. What a play, and what a change of fortunes.
Here's White. Give him 4 on the carry there at second and goal. White diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The New Orleans offense set to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Now Carr. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat, turns it up there, it pays off.
And back in the good old days, those defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating teams, using force, right, beating them to the punch. In this case, they're talking about creating turnovers. That's all they preach, all game long, all practice long, every meeting. Get the football. That's what they want.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. 2nd quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Willis, 3rd and long. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Isaiah Foskey in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
The Buccaneers field goal, a 43-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And the defense closes quickly there. They'll get maybe a yard to the 33. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Carr going to throw. And he is caught. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. To throw is Carr. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Here's 3rd and 3. On play action, now Carr. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As you know, so many things in the passing game are based on yardage. Sometimes it's just based on timing, and that's what we saw right there on that play. 3rd and 3, just get the ball right to the receiver.
Is the hitch route. Tell us, what is the hitch route?
Yeah, just take really one step, like you're driving off the line of scrimmage, get the defensive back on his heels, get the ball out to the receiver, and he does the rest.
On this one, may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 45-yard line.
To throw, it's Carr. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. Smith catches left side. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. 2nd and 10. Motion left, Smith. Here's Carr now going to fake the jet sweep and throw off play action. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Throwing now is Carr. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara, and he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. So it's good, and they're back within a touchdown. It's 17 to 10. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Willis to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. The Bucs at 8-7, a game over 500 on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
3rd and 2. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Well, you know, if you've got the defense laying back, maybe that option works. But if you're coming hard on 3rd down,
it doesn't work because you force the hand of the quarterback and the runner too quickly. And most of the time, unsuccessfully.
Fourth down, so Jake Camarda is out there. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. This will be fielded at the 17. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 43 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. A 10th carry for Kamara. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
A gain of 3 on the play. First down, Saints.
Now Carr. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Now Carr. Over the middle, into the hands of Michael Thomas. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Movement there on the offensive line. A little quick and a 5-yard penalty.
Ball start, offense.
And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 30. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, it's Carr. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Here's Carr. And that is incomplete. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
The kick by Lutz is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Now Willis on 1st and 10.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4, and it was the visiting Bucs who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Tampa. Meanwhile, Willis' throw complete to Otten.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
To the air on 1st down. Here's Willis. And that's brought in by Knight.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Willis to throw once more.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
And that is a historic one for a partner. With that pickup, he just broke remarkable Lamar Jackson's 2019 record for most yards in a season by a quarterback. No one has done it better across a 16 or 17-game schedule. Now they will be forever linked with the best runners to ever play at that position.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to second and goal.
Second down, Willis looks to throw here. That's to the pylon and incomplete.
Good coverage yet again down here by the goal line. Everyone's blanketed, and he's forced to throw it away and try and come up with something on third down.
Willis on third and goal. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Bucs will extend their lead here just before halftime.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. Kamara with a call on first down as he works his way forward for a gain of about 6.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. And that one finds the Falcons out in front. It's Desmond Ridder with a touchdown pass there. Next, we head down to Houston to check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Ryan Tannehill's thrown a touchdown there. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville. See what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Zay Jones, a touchdown reception.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3.
Taken at the goal line.
Well, now how about this return? He's to midfield. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
And while we weren't quite there yet, you had to start to wonder if there's going to be any life left in this team. And that big return, that could be the exact spark to get them right back into this game.
Now the Saints going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
At the 32-yard line.
Here's Kamara off the draw. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
60 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that plan any down.
Well, here's a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll look to throw it off play action. He completes it to Olave.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Here's Carr to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action maybe.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Jamal Williams with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year.
But here they entrust him with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet and said, go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The attention shifting back to Chris Godwin and the rest of the Tampa offense. And I know that they've double-teamed in
places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people that have big games as well.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. On first down, Willis. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Willis back to the air on 2nd and 10. Caught on the right side by Jones. His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. 3rd down, it's Willis. That is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Set to take over once again. Out comes the Saints offense. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down. To throw his Carr. They'll get this out to Kamara. Calling a gain of a yard, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Joe Tryon has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They go with White on the counter. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Willis. That is caught. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A 1st down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
But the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
1st down, here's White. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the Saints 13.
They stay on the ground with White. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Now Willis on 3rd down. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is indeed good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So 3 points response there. That opening touchdown was 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the 2nd half and take over.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 1st downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to our 3rd and 3. Now Carr. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. On 1st down, Willis. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Willis looking to throw it. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Able to find the open man. That's complete. But he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 32 that time.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection That's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. This will be caught once again by Brown. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
He's got right here. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. They run straight ahead here with White. And the Bucs are going to be set up for the 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets him down to the 6-yard line. Willis out of the gun. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Malik Willis, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs are able to stretch out their lead.
What an effort there. Sometimes you hold your breath a bit when you see your quarterback diving for the end zone. You don't want him to land on a shoulder wrong or take a big shot. But he looks none the worse for wear here, and that winds up a touchdown.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
And Thomas has it. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And the Saints first down.
Smith, the man in motion left.
And they'll fake the jet sweep there and instead hand it Kamara. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
On play action, now Carr. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 27 yards there, a first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. To throw, it's Carr. It's caught, Smith. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Final minute now of the third quarter.
Second and 3 at the 35-yard line.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. Powering forward. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
76 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Carr now on first down. And he'll find that broken tackle. He'll be brought down short of the 15. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7.
At the Bucs 17-yard line.
Now Carr. And the catch made by Johnson. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Okay, so thought they might go for it here, down late. Instead, they trot out the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Offense.
So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller, because you know they've worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They had what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
And just couldn't hang on to the slam. The Bucs on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 9.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
And cue the applause, and there it is for him. The mark he's been aiming for all season long. 1,000 yards. Just the 3rd quarterback to reach that milestone, joining Lamar Jackson and Michael Vick. That's a season's worth of work and a huge commitment to get him the touches that he needed to make that happen. Congratulations.
And we'll pause here for an injury. I believe that's a running back. Yeah, that's Rachaad White, who's shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Now Willis.
This will be caught by Brown. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 16. First down, Tampa Bay.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense, because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Again to throw. Willis on 2nd down. This ball complete to Trey Palmer. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 22-yard line. Here's Knight on the handoff.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second down, here's Willis. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again.
He's got it to the 43 here. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. But it's caught on the right side of Smith. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 33.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, New Orleans.
A give to Kamara running right. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 33-yard line.
Carr going to throw. This is Smith with the ground. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 18. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Carr now to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up the 3rd down. Throwing now is Carr. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Carr, got to have this one. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down.
Defense.
Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play.
And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, 2nd and goal. Now they send a man in motion right.
And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one, it may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. They'll start the drive with a give to White. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Jordan Phillips is the one on the stop. Now it's 2nd and 10.
At the 5-yard line.
Opting to run again here with White. And a decent move, but brought down quickly just outside of the 5-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Running out of the gun with White. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. He'll take it at the 42. So time for Carr and the Saints. Down by 2 touchdowns. A little under 1:50 remaining. Field goals useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. Well, the noise got to be an issue now offensively. Here's 3rd and 6. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. So it's a win for the Bucs here, and it was Malik Willis, CD, their quarterback, who really got the job done.
Yeah, he did a little bit of everything, didn't he? He had 2 touchdown passes through the air, another one on the ground, and that defense, they really had no answer for many of their drives.
So for the Bucs, they moved to 9-7 on the year with 1 game remaining. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.